in front of a standing room only crowd. This joint is a buzz with activity. It's Game 4 now of the American League Championship Series between the American League's Houston Astros and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 New York Yankees.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, fellas, there's nobody that I'm more excited to watch play than Carlos Correa. He's got great power. I love watching a guy can take the ball to the opposite field or go to dead center field, and that's exactly who he is. BP is impressive, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him launch one in this one.
Sonny Gray is the man on the mound for the fourth game of the series. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, Matt, he's got 5 pitches, and I love the fact he mixes them well. And we'll just see if he's on today. That means he's throwing strikes with all of them, and he'll have a dominant game if he does so. All right, here's how the Yanks line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And yes, they are moving all over the field. They love to shift heavily into the analytics, and they really move players around playing the percentages. You'll see that a lot in this game today.
Here's George Springer, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off tonight for Houston, right fielder George Springer.
And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. A windup and the 0-1. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone to open up the ball game. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A cool 47 degrees tonight at first pitch. 1 out, nobody on. There's a belt high strike to even the count at 1-1.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Into the windup and the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. A moment now from Yankee Stadium to take a look at Joe Girardi's starting lineup. How do they go about staying alive in this one, Harold?
Well, Matt, the first thing I look around in afternoon games is see what kind of shadows might you have to deal with. That's the challenge of the afternoon game, and it looks like they may creep into this ballpark. So we'll wait and see as this game progresses how the shadows are going to affect it.
Lance McCullers will do the pitching with a trip to the World Series on the table. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Well, let's take a look at the Astros defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking at the catcher. McCann. Yeah, Brian McCann. I love how he catches and throws, and he calls a nice game, too.
Here comes Brett Gardner now as he'll lead things off in the home first.
Leading off for the Yankees, number 11, left fielder, Brett Gardner.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Correa ranging into the outfield. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning. Here's big Aaron Judge. First offering on its way. Squared that one up just a little late. Now the 0-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Maben is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting third.
And with 2 away, here's a look at our updated playoff brackets. And the question on everyone's mind is, will we be able to punch our first ticket to the World Series after tonight's ball game? Here's Didi Gregorius. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Line towards center field. Maben is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Still no score. Here's Carlos Correa now. He'll begin things here against Sonny Gray.
Shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Here's the first pitch to him. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. And set up working the play is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, with Matthew Ross back there, we may not see a lot of offense unless you have a game plan to expand the strike zone, because he calls out of the zone better than anybody. I should say better. I should say more than anybody in the league.
Batting fifth, first baseman number 10, Yulieski.
Ready now, Yulieski Gurriel. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Gray ready with the 0-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is taken in for the second out.
Batting sixth, third baseman number 2, Alex Bregman.
Now at the plate, Alex Bregman. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
He couldn't quite catch up to that one. He needs to get his foot down and see the fastball out of his hand.
Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now.
He's right on that breaking ball. That's pretty good timing right there, especially falling up after a fastball.
Grounded back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
He gives up a single there, but he's retired 5 in a row. Man, he looks sharp to me.
The designated hitter, Carlos Beltran.
Here's Carlos Beltran. Snap throw from the catcher. Not in time. No score here as we play inning number 2. Again to third. The 0-2 home. Weak roller right side. Bird has it. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Astros leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now batting, Gary Sanchez.
Leading off for
He'll
the
lead it
Yankees.
off against Lance McCullers.
Designated hitter, Gary Sanchez.
Into the windup and the pitch. Way out in front.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there, and even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
And that finds the target. 0-2 now. And before the 0-2 pitch, he'll step out of the box here to regroup. Now here's a ball popped up. This behind the plate for McCann. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Greg
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
That's a pitch to build on right there. In this ballpark, the ball's flying. You want to keep the ball down. That was excellent.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A wave and a miss.
I love how aggressive he is. He's just attacking the zone with the fastball. Here it is. Now he's at 1-2 count, and really he can go anywhere he wants now.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Here's Starlin Castro. As he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Digging in, Aaron Hicks. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. And Springer will tuck this one in to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Game 4 rolls along. We're back after this. Matt Vasgersian back alongside Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac as the left-handed hitting catcher Brian McCann settles in to start the inning. Here comes the first pitch. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball.
Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Just flat out frozen there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Maben.
Here's Cameron Maben now.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Third inning, no score to this point. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. It's a swinging bunt up the line. Foul ball, strike 2. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number 4.
Riding in once again, George Springer. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come right after guys? Man, you get great results. 2 quick outs, and now he's 0-2 on this hitter. I like the pitch right there. Got to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more of Game 4 on the show after this. At the plate, Todd Frazier. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Third baseman, Todd Frazier.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Now that is power. You want to challenge me? I'm giving him a big swing. That was the big swing right there. I loved it.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And there's ball 1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective, and that's exactly what he did right there.
Austin Romine comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. Altuve at second. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
Here's Brett Gardner now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. This is on the ground over to first. Gurriel scoops it up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Digging in to try it again, Josh Reddick. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
The windup and the 0-1. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. Now another 0-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. As he'll take a look at ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And this is strike 3 called. Make it 5 straight punch outs. 2 away now.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Correa. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Way in front of that fastball.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Softly hit toward the hole. Bird fields it cleanly. Flips it underhand. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. First things first, here's a throw over. Just keeping him close. Standing in now, Yulieski Gurriel. He'll swing and lift a ball fouled off to the left and out of play.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now.
That was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. And Castro will make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Houston. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Digging in for his second at-bat, Aaron Judge comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Aaron Judge.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
I like the fact that they're swinging early in the count, and they're really aggressive right now early in this game. But there will come a time you got to be patient. If you're swinging the strikes, that's one thing, but make him work a little bit.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Into the box now, Didi Gregorius, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. The windup and the 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. On the move is Springer. And a diving effort, but he can't make the play in right.
Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down.
And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, that's the first hit of the game, and it's a good one as he hustles into third. We'll see if it leads to their first run here. Sometimes a single drip will start a flood.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. Here comes the 0-1. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Greg Bird will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
He's putting on a clinic. We may as well say, here comes the batter, strike 1, because everybody's 0-1. The first pitch strike, he's thrown a first pitch strike to every hitter in this game. When you do that, forget about it. 0-1, what a place to pitch from.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. Ready with the 0-2. Line toward the gap in left center. And a base hit as the run will score from third and the Yankees score first. It's 1-0.
Well, he really picked his teammate up right there with 2 outs and following a strikeout to get the base hit and drive a run in. That is really a special feeling. But, man, he really lifted his team up with that.
Here's Starlin Castro as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. The 0-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Maben is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Yankees 1 and the Astros 0.
Leading out for the Astros, third baseman number 2, Alex Bregman.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Man, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Foul over towards the dugout.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again.
And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Bird is over and he puts it away for the first out.
The batter, number 15, designated hitter, Carlos Beltran.
Here's Carlos Beltran. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. As here's a strike from Gray to put him in the hole. 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
2 outs, 2 strikes, and we're in the 5th inning, and he's got 1 pitch, I think, away from getting through 5 shutout innings. It's pretty impressive right now.
High pop up. Gray is there for it. And that's the 3rd out. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're down 1-0. So digging in now, Aaron Hicks comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Aaron Hicks.
Now the pitch. Flying toward right center. That gets down and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, here he goes again. Here's that guy, a leadoff base hit. He's having a nice postseason. He is really locked in right now.
Todd Frazier.
Here's Todd Frazier now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Altuve for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Hey, it's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
In now, Austin Romine. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
I like how he's using the changeup tonight. Using it to get ahead, also using it to put guys away. Very effective pitch for him.
Look into McCann, the 1-1. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Boy, that was filthy right there. That was a great indicator of how well he's throwing the ball. He's going nice.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Yanks held in check. They lead it 1-0. Here's Cameron Maybin now. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Gray ready with the 0-1. Looks at a curveball called for a strike.
Well, that'll get your head shaken at the plate. That's a pitch he hasn't used much in this game. Now he throws that for a strike. and you add that to the rest of his repertoire, man, it's tough to cover them all.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play.
Oh, that was a good job of spoiling a good pitch right there. 2-strike breaking ball right on the corner, and he was able to foul it off.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. Now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Bird has room in foul territory. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 22. Josh Reddick.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. That's lifted the other way out to left. After it is Gardner. And the inning is over. We'll see the speedy Brett Gardner start things out when we come back. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Yankees 1 and the Astros nothing. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brett Gardner. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit out towards second. And that is through into right field for a single. So the leadoff man's aboard in their half of the 6th inning. Here's big Aaron Judge. Leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
Hey, Matt, you might be wondering, why did he take that pitch right there? Well, a lot of times as the 2-hitter, and you got a guy that can run on first base, you have your own signs between each other. And you're saying, basically, I'm going to give you one pitch to run on. After that, it's my at-bat.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out.
Now batting, shortstop, Didi.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting, but designated
riding in once again, Gary Sanchez.
Sanchez.
He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, he got a high strike on a fastball right there. That's pretty unusual. Usually early in the count, you're going to see a guy work down in the zone. That high fastball usually the put-away pitch with 2 strikes. He pitched him backwards right here.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Reddick has a read on it. And the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here in the Bronx, Game 4 is off to the 7th inning now, but before we get it started, let's check out our game summary to this point. Tommy Kingley is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 48, Tommy Kingley.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Jose Altuve.
And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
The 0-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. There to make the play is Frazier for the first out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Carlos.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And Hicks will settle under this one for the second out. Digging in once again, Yulieski Gurriel. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher. If it's
a swing and a miss, that retires the side, and that will do it. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Into the windup and the pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Under it is Maben now as he pulls it in for the first out.
The batter, number 14, second baseman.
Digging in to try it again, Starlin Castro. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Matt, this is getting a little ridiculous. That strike right there puts him at 90% of hitters he's throwing first pitch strike to. You do that, yeah, you're going to dominate lineups.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
The next 0-2. And another foul ball. Here's another 0-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Castro is retired, 2 down now.
For the Yankees. Center fielder,
digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. A hit in 2 tries so far. Into the windup and the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Springer. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they're up 1-0. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. He's set and the pitch. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. David Robertson is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 30, David Robertson.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hicks is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 15, designated hitter, Carlos
Ready for
Beltran.
another shot now. Carlos Beltran. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. And now pitch on the way. Started that swing a bit too early. The 0-1 pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. In there, a base hit. And there's your tying run at second base with a 1-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gardner is there. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Center fielder
Ready once
3.
again. Cameron Maybin.
Maybin.
As he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Snap throw to first. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Again to first. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. He'll try again. 1-2. Another try to first. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Yankees 1 and the Astros nothing. Chris Davinsky is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 47, Chris Davinsky.
Evan Gattis is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
11, Evan Gattis.
At the plate, Todd Frazier. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Baseman, Todd Frazier.
And he takes ball 1. Here it comes. 1-0. On a grade school swing there, it's 1-1.
Beautiful changeup. Got him out front with that swing right there. That's what a changeup will do. Just keep you off balance.
Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Now the Astros are going to get a left-hander up and cranking out in the bullpen. Austin Romine is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
And the pitch. Swinging a soft liner. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, but they lead it 1-0. Now the beautiful views of Manhattan at night. Welcome back to baseball on the show from right here in the Big Apple. Here's George Springer. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Just a tick behind for a strike. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. As it's grounded sharply to first. Bird gloves it, and he'll take this on to first, and they're down to their final out, 2 away.
Number 27, Jose Altuve.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here's a knuckle curve that backs him up a bit. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Romine has a play, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, that's a huge win right there. Instead of the series being tied 2 games apiece, they're now up 3 games to 1 and just 1 single victory away from winning this thing.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. So the Bronx Bombers trail 3-2 in this series. Lance McCullers takes the loss despite allowing only one unearned run. So that'll just about do it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Astros, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 53,325. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.